Welcome back to What's Up, Oxford. I have Kelly Gilson here from the United Way. Welcome back to the show, Kelly.
Thanks for having me.
So something exciting, Ingersoll Light House.
Absolutely. I wanted to come and really share how excited we are to open our Ingersoll Light House, which is a transitional housing program. And on Valentine's Day, we did a little bit of a pre-opening ceremony with a number of our stakeholders and partners because we say it's the house that local love built. And what better day than Valentine's Day.
Okay.
But it really is a perfect example of how community comes together to make something like this happen. And for United Way Oxford, it's our second home that we've purchased to be able to provide really fantastic, supportive housing to help move people to a better future. And there's so many people to thank, but I think it's also important to share with the community how amazing this kind of programming is and how it truly does change lives.
Okay, so the official ribbon cutting then, was that on Valentine's Day?
That was on Valentine's Day. And at the time, we had hoped that we would open for March 1st for our first tenants. And there was a little delay in the renovations, not because of the amazing volunteer home builder who's running our contract for us, but really for me saying, you know, we could do this and we could add a little here. Because during renovations, it is the time
to make the changes,
invest.
right?
Absolutely.
Of course.
And, you know, I have to give a huge, huge shout out to Chuck Lutet from Veenwood Contractors. So he's a home builder who believed in what we're doing and is managing that for us as a favor.
I know who Chuck is. I didn't realize he was doing that. It's incredible.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of moving pieces, but it really it is going to be a beautiful home that will welcome people temporarily. It's up to a year, 364 days actually. But I say that it is a house that feels like a sweater, like a warm hug. When you go in, you instantly feel like you are at home and you have value. And with the support staff that are provided by the Oxford County Community Health Center, who are our partner, people will really be able to be lifted up.
And really get that second chance at life. Oh, this is incredible. So March 1st was supposed to be the day. When is the big day?
April 1st.
April 1st. Okay.
No kidding. We will start to welcome the residents. We have 6 bedrooms.
Oh, wow. Okay.
2 are fully accessible, a fully accessible main floor. That was another sort of addition to the contracting piece. But it really is, it's in a wonderful location. It's easy access. It's just going to be able to give people that safety net that they need to be able to just regroup and move forward.
Okay, so what kind of support and services would be offered? Could you give us an example?
Absolutely, because you know we although United Way, and thanks to the county, because the county has been a significant contributor to this particular program, as well as the Ingersoll Community Foundation, who hold our mortgage. But the Oxford County Community Health Center are the ones who provide the staff. And so the staffing situation is really what they do and how they do it will depend on who the tenants and the residents are.
What the needs are.
Exactly.
Okay.
They meet people where they're at. So if it was you and I, what you may need might be a little bit different than what I need.
Right.
But they are things like perhaps connections to healthcare. It might be cooking at classes. It, supports to learn how to budget. It might be connections to employment services.
I was going to say like resume writing or interview preparing.
It could be really supports to community counseling. There are so many things that with a little bit of help can make the difference.
Help these people. Okay. So how is the house funded?
The Ingersoll Light House, which is modeled after our Tilsonburg Lighthouse, we were blessed to receive funding through the county. We applied to an RFP and were awarded the Ingersoll support last July, actually, by County Council. So there is funding from the county. And then United Way Oxford really makes up the difference. So for the mortgage, for the cost of renovations, for all of the operating costs, heat and hydro and utilities, etc. So it is truly a partnership, but it is a perfect example of how when a community can come together, truly it takes a village, but when we can all be part of the equation, we can make something happen that's truly worthwhile.
So when people ask, like, where does my donation money go to? So if I'm going to donate to whatever, let's say the stair climb or any of the events that United Way puts on, when you collect this money, is this a good example?
This is an example. And so we, of course, run annual fundraising campaigns through a variety of ways and special events. We also very specifically are targeting our coldest night of the year funds for both Ingersoll and Tillsonburg to those two homes.
Okay.
So those are very specific. But it does take, as we all know, it's expensive to run a home. And it's even more expensive when you want to ensure that it is fully furnished and supported and staffed. But those are the key elements to success. And so the United Way is one of the main funders of this. And again, a major shout out to the county.
Okay, wonderful. So those coldest night of the year for all of those people that donated and participated.
Direct line of sight to those two homes in each community to the operating costs. So that is, of course, fantastic.
All right. Well, congratulations. This is a step in the right direction that Oxford County needed. And hopefully we'll start to see more.
Yeah. And if I could just give a shout out to all of the local businesses, the list is unbelievably long, but who came together to show their support, who wanted to be a part of a solution to a current program or problem we have. And whether they donated or discounted or volunteered their time, we couldn't be more grateful.
Okay, wonderful. What a feel-good story. Thank you so much for being on the show today. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.